Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, welcoming you down to the bottom of the barrel for another installment of XCOM, The Long War. And what are we doing way down here amongst the darkened oak, the light of the outside world so very, very far away? Well, we're scraping the shit out of it, that's what we're doing. We're down here clawing away, just trying to eke out enough precious leftovers to survive for one more day. Sort of like when Lindsay Lohan jams her tongue into the neck of an empty pint bottle so she can lick the insides to ensure that not a single drop of precious, precious booze has gone to waste. Seriously, you should see her do it. It's like watching Gene Simmons French kiss an anteater. Fucking shit would be amazing if it wasn't so pathetic. But speaking of pathetic, I mean, given our current situation, we really shouldn't be throwing stones. As you can see, these troopers here are currently top of the list, thanks to a slew of recent missions and an unbelievable scad of wounded troopers. Although, honestly, if you've seen me play, the unbelievable part is really just a flat-out lie. It's totally believable. But these precious few here, you'll note that 5 of them are rookies, and the other 2 are Skeet Ulrich and Craig Robinson. So, yeah. But if the aliens hit us in the next, I don't know, 24 to 36 hours, these are going to be all that stand. These brave few, all that stand between XCOM and the total domination of the human species by an extraterrestrial intelligence. So, I suppose if they come at us in the next couple hours, we won't be scraping the bottom of the barrel. We'll be scraping at the hard, frozen winter ground, just trying to hollow out a shallow grave for ourselves. So I guess there's really nothing to do but get to scanning and see whether or not we're going to go down Billy Batch style or whether we can claw our way back into the light. So let's get to work. I'm terrified. If they launch a terror mission now, we are so boned. Alright, well, we already had Megan Fox and George Clooney. Not that there's Clooney's anything to shout about, but 2 troopers at least that could help us out that are back on duty. So we got a little something going for us. This is actually pretty interesting. Oh, never mind. It's 2 engineers. For some reason, my brain saw that and interpreted scientists. I apparently am suffering from alexia and should probably contact the authorities and emergency medical personnel. I may be having a stroke. Lady Gaga is back. That's actually good. Aegis armor is fantastic. That gives us 5 total suits of Aegis armor now, which should help mitigate, at least somewhat mitigate, the number of troopers we've had that have been ferrying themselves down into the hospital. The party atmosphere going on down there, it's getting pretty crazy. They got Justin Timberlake strapped into an iron lung and they're wheeling him around down there, having races and shit with it. It's sort of getting out of hand. 3 UFO flight computers for 2 engineers, huh? Well, congratulations, Brazil. You have now replaced, I think, Germany at the top of the list of stupidest offers of all time. That is easily the worst we've seen. Easily. I mean... man, I'm completely speechless, actually. That the gall that offer took. I mean, someone in Brazil actually thought this might get accepted. They were like, oh, sure, they'll take it. They'll give us 3 flight computers. I mean, they'll need to shoot down like 6 UFOs to get those. We'll give them 2 engineers. I mean, come on, those engineers, they're not useful at all. Whoever came up with that offer, I hope they're fired. At the minimum, fired. I mean, at worst, I hope they're like, I don't know, kidnapped by some kind of death squad and taken out and shot. A little more completion there, and finally, actually, our trooper problem has sort of solved itself as time is, continually moves forward. So I guess we've got that going for us, as time is wont to do. It marches ever onward. But we should have a reasonable crew. No matter what the aliens throw at us now, we should be able to combat it for at least the next few days with pretty much, safety. I guess not really appropriate, but. 20 drone wrecks for 2 engineers. Well, it's not 3 flight computers bad, but it's still bad, South Africa. Pulse Auto Blaster is finished. That's excellent. That'll give us a chance to, I'd say make use of our mobility gunner, but that mobility gunner is Taylor Lautner, and we actually saw Taylor Lautner at work on our last mission. And if you watch that mission, you know that his hairy puppy paws apparently have significant negative impact on his aim. It's Well, it's tough to aim when you don't have opposable thumbs, I guess, so sort of makes sense. Still, we may want to keep Fluffy Dogboy as far away from any enemy action as possible. Flamethrower, that's excellent. We can now field 2 mech units with no fear and good armament on both of those. Yeah, no. Not that. I mean, it's not the worst offer we've ever seen, because it's 100 credits for 9 meld. That's actually pretty good. That's well above gray market value, but not at this point. Meld is starting to get very hard to come by, and we're going to need a ton of it for building firestorms. Nice to see Lieutenant Penelope Cruz back on duty. If I ever need to get myself punched in a dick for any reason, I can always dispatch her to deal with the enemy. So, hey, that's, you know, some people are into that. Not necessarily me, per se, but that's your thing. There's an easy way to sort of make that happen. Could Brick theoretically get a kill? Honestly, I think that the odds are effectively 0. The same as the number of kills he has. If he was going to get a kill, he'd have done it by now. It would have happened for you, Brick. I'm sorry. If it was going to happen, it would have. Anyway, maybe you can soften him up so that a real pilot can go get the job done. I may have just pooped myself a little bit. Little turtle head poking out there. Little gopher peeking out of the burrow. Wow. I want to say good job, Brick, but I'm not going to say good job because of all the other times you have fucked the dog. It's just, I can't praise you. I can't bring myself to do it, and I'm not even going to bother. Let's just put a team together and go raid a small UFO. And since this is a small UFO, and we recently did get a new slew of troopers, or I say a slew, we actually only hired 5, but we did get 5 new troopers in the barracks, so maybe taking out some of the newbies wouldn't be the worst idea ever. Is Lindsay Lohan max rank now? I've gotta check this out. Lindsay, are you max rank? Did you get to the maximum rank? Lindsay Lohan is max rank. Wow, you're awesome, Lindsay. Just awesome. How come she can't level up her psi abilities, actually? Or can she and we just haven't done it? Does she have to go back to the Gollop chamber? That's something I'll have to do a little bit of research on, I guess. She's been maximum on the psi EXP for quite a long time. Anyway, we're not sending Lindsay Lohan. So any of our troopers that are max rank, we're going to save those for effectively our most dangerous missions. Since they don't need EXP anymore, there's really not a whole lot of sense in sending them out. Could send Sean Penn. He is a newly minted officer. Could also use the EXP. May want to save... You know what? I think I'm going to save our A-team for a little more strenuous activities. And I say our A-team, and of course I mean Hannibal, B.A. Baracus, Howlin' Mad Murdoch, and Faceman. And I'm talking about the original ones, not any of that bullshit with Bradley Cooper. Fuck that. Let's send out... I think we can probably get away with sending out a somewhat weaker team on this mission, however. Hey, Kesha's back on duty. It's good to have you back, Kesha. You'd been going down, you know, you yelled timber and then went and laid in the hospital for a month. Rihanna also back, which is fantastic. But I think this mission is going to be an A Band of Binds mission. So we're going to grab the man herself and get her kitted out and ready to roll. So we're going to take, like I said, it's going to be a pretty mediocre team. Not our worst team that we've ever fielded, because, I mean, if you saw our last mission, you know that team was pretty much unparalleled as far as scrubs go. Maybe like the worst team we've had on a mission since the episode like 30 or something, where the mission where we took all rookies, because that was all we had. So Kestrel armor, Gauss long rifle, pistol scope, high capacity mags. That's got a man of bind sorted. She has Stay Frosty, so she's going to keep our fatigue time low, and we don't really want to dedicate anyone truly amazing to this. I think Lady Gaga will be an adequate level of gunner intervention. Now, for the Gogster, I'm actually going to give her Banshee armor instead of Aegis armor. Mostly because if we get an opportunity, we can put the Gogster on top of a building and give her a fantastic field of view to make best advantage of her squad side ability. Also, it's not like the Gogster's typically running right into the thick of the fight. She's pretty unlikely to get hit. She tends to stay well away from her foes, so... And it's got Gaga sorted. We should probably get a medic, and if Rat is available, we're absolutely going to take the Ratster. John Leguizamo was basically our ace on our last mission. I mean, as sad as that is to say, he was a heartbreaker. He was a lifesaver. I mean, he kept troops alive. He got some kills. He was just all-around solid work. Not something that's ever been said of John Leguizamo performance prior to today, but first time for everything, and today is that day. So Aegis Armor, Laser Rifle, Battle Scanner's Medkit, and that's got the Rat sorted. All he needs now is a little chunk of Gouda, and he'd be ready to roll. Who else do we want to take? So we've got a Gunner, we've got a Medic, and we have a Sniper. We should probably take an Infantryman. Now, both of our decent infantry guys are actually officers now, so we'll maybe avoid that. Let's send JCVD. We actually sent old VD out on our last mission. Well, a couple missions ago, I forget. We did dispatch him. He did okay. His performance was, let's say, uneven, but still acceptable. JCVD is going to be carrying the Slim Shady Memorial Slugslinger, little Aegis Armor, and we're going to give him, of course, a scope. And you can hang on to that laser sight, JC. What else should we take here? Going to need a scout for certain, and also a assault guy, so let's just get that out of the way. I'm actually tempted to send Reb Brown. Yeah, that was a defeated sigh right there. As you can see, she's back. The curse of Tara Reid. She has returned. You know what? I'm just going to send her on a mission in the hopes that I can get her killed. That's right. You heard me. I'm going to try and deliberately get you killed, Tara Reid. Yeah, I'm gunning for your death. Don't stare at me. Don't give me that look. I can feel your look, Tara Reid. I can also smell the fucking moose juice fumes coming off you from like 30 feet away. I mean, if I licked you, I bet your sweat would be like 40 proof. So Tara Reid's going to be taking an alloy cannon, Aegis Armor, and we're absolutely going to give Tara Reid an arc thrower because I'm willing to get Tara Reid as close to the enemy as possible. I'll ever throw that son of a bitch at an enemy that's not even wounded. That's how much I don't care. Gonna want an assault trooper, and we do care about our assault troopers because we don't have... I mean, to say that we have an abundance of them would be a dramatic overstatement. I think John Flansburgh... Yeah, they're all in the hospital, actually. Almost half of the people in the hospital are assault troopers. The other half, scouts, basically. So, it doesn't say much if you're... Wow, our two best engineers are actually down for... That's heartbreaking. We sort of need both of those guys if we're going to do like a base raid or anything difficult. We need either a Kim Kardashian or a Jesse James, and unfortunately both not currently available. So the folks that are in the hospital now are in there for a good long while. John Flansburgh will be back in 3 days, but with the 62 aim, let's just say that I wasn't entirely pleased with the output of John Flansburgh. He didn't exactly blow my hair back. How long till Sir Sidney got out? Oh, only 5 days till Sir Sidney's back. Alright then. Let's send Hannah Tork in Montana. We sent her out not too terribly long ago, and she managed to not shame herself, so let's give her an alloy cannon. We will fit her up with some breaching ammo in the event of Muton, and of course, an arc thrower for her as well. Now, for our third slot here, we're actually going to send Sung Kang, the little engineer that could, and of course, when I say that he could, I mean that he could slide a high-velocity vehicle sideways on the pavement for a ridiculous length of time. It's Tokyo Drift at its best. Where the hell is Sung Kang? There he is. Alright, old Drifts a lot. Let's get you geared up here, buddy. We're going to give you some Aegis armor. We're really going to pack the durability on you, so... It's Gauss Carbine to help with your, let's face it, poor foot speed. And then we're going to give you an arc thrower, because you have the repair ability. And should our heavy hitter here get in trouble, our mech unit, you can always run in and patch them up. Now for our mech unit, we're definitely not sending to Crimson Lipped Death Goddess. That's just overkill of ridiculous proportions. We won't be sending her, we won't be sending Drake either, even though Drake is not necessarily as good as Tay-Tay. Drake's pretty decent, but I think we'll send to one of our I mean, this is just a small UFO. We shouldn't be facing just overwhelming opposition or anything. So let's send Ashley Tycoon Olsen. Haven't had old Ash out on a mission in a while. We'll give her the Mech 2 unit. Railgun. She's going to be toting the grenade launcher, the flamethrower. That's right, we're giving her the whole kit and caboodle. Kit and caboodle, rather. Never understood that phrase, either a kit and a caboodle. What exactly does that entail? I mean, what's a caboodle? Seriously. Anyone. What is it? Nobody knows. But we're throwing it at her. Kitchen sink. We'll give her the whole works. So there's our team. As unimpressive as they may be, I have every confidence that they're going to be able to get this mission completed. It shouldn't be that difficult. It's like saying I have every confidence in Starbucks will sell me a cup of coffee when I walk in the door. It's not like I'm going to go in there and go, sorry, we're out of coffee, man. Oh, shit. I mean, some things in this life are pretty much guaranteed, and I feel that this mission is among those things. Much like getting coffee at Starbucks.
Setting down.
Although it would be awesome prank to play, just like set up a Starbucks and then not serve coffee and just tell everybody who walked in the door, hey, no coffee here. There's a 5 million hit video on YouTube, so feel free to take that, like Fine Brothers or whoever else feels like ripping it off. That one's yours for free. Could do a sort of hidden camera kind of prank thing.
The alien craft went down hard and stopped just inside the city limits.
Yeah, it went down hard, as if someone had hit it with a brick. Oh wait, Brick hit it with a brick. Imagine that. Anyway, I wasn't paying attention to what Central was saying. I was actually just thinking about the fact that Brick got a kill and was temporarily curious what universe I had fallen through. I thought maybe I fell down a rabbit hole like Alice and was looking about my desktop to see if there were any vials labeled either eat or drink me.
Loud and clear, Big Sky.
There aren't
We'll
any.
monitor those readings from here.
Spoilers, but...
Strike 1 is authorized to assault the alien craft.
Alright, so let's start taking a look around here. Now, the one bad thing I can say about Tara Reid, in addition to all the other bad things I say about Tara Reid, because let's face it, it's not a small list, Tara Reid doesn't have battle scanners, which honestly is a serious oversight. She has flush shot instead, which if I could rebuild Tara, given her low foot speed, I would absolutely give her some battle scanners. But, well, them's the breaks. Although, I guess Tara Reid does have Sprinter, so she's not as atrociously slow as one might expect. We're going to expand a little bit. And I think you're actually probably good there, Gaga. Let's not do anything too foolishly crazy until we've had a chance to get some eyes out and about and see what the enemy opposition levels are going to look like. We don't want to do anything completely suicidal.
Heading to that location.
So Amanda the man binds. Let's get Amanda up behind this log. Looks like a reasonable spot for old Hannah Torkin Montana as well. And Rat, you got the battle scanners, so let's run you up next to old Tara Reid. Which, I gotta say, that's not a safe place to be, Rat. Being next to Tara Reid, one, I mean, the smell is, let's face it, unpleasant. Two, the view, also, let's face it, unpleasant. And three, the ancient blood curse that afflicts her with a deadly ill luck capacity. I mean, it's like the Scarlet Witch fucking said, you know, and somebody spoke at the same time and she got jinxed and then cast a hex on her. I mean, she's that unlucky. It's amazing, the level of ill luck that she has at her disposal. But still, you should probably move, Leguizamo. That's sort of what I'm getting at in the most roundabout, rambling fashion of all time. And why don't you throw a battle scanner over by that meld canister and see if there's any enemies over there. Well, I was hoping that there would be some enemies revealed there so I could make a quip about how they'd been violated. Calling back to your, let's face it, greatest movie role of all time, John Leguizamo, that of the Violator in the film opus Spawn. I mean, arguably one of cinema's greatest achievements. I don't think anybody could even naysay that. It's easily the greatest film ever. I mean, it's the greatest work of art ever put on celluloid. It's simply 100% brilliant.
Location confirmed.
Anyway, sorry I distracted myself with
what we're looking for.
actually the ridiculous claim that Spawn wasn't an atrocious piece of trash. And now I forgot where I was going with that, John Leguizamo, so you know what, just forget I said anything.
Got it.
We're going to leave some troopers out in the open here, just to get everyone in position. I'm not expecting, like I said, since this is a small UFO and it did crash, I'm not expecting a huge level of alien resistance here. I'm actually wondering if maybe I didn't overpack for the mission. I probably could have gotten away with a shittier team. And that's saying something, because this team is not good. So, we've yet to encounter an alien. Now there's a cyber disc. Alright.
You hear that?
Maybe we brought just enough dog to this fight. always never understood why it's always dogs in fights. You know, other animals fight too.
Roger that.
I mean, people fought dogs on purpose, but they also did bear baiting and stuff like that. I mean, humans have a long history, a long and glorious history of atrocity against innocent animals. Why does it always have to be dogs? Could be cocks. Why not cocks fight? I didn't bring enough cock to this fight. I get mail, you know, maybe that has unfortunate connotations, I guess. Seems like that may not be something you could just, you know, say at a whim and never get called on your shit. We are going to try and get that meld canister, however, because we are still desperate for meld, so we're going to set up in order to achieve that goal while trying to maintain a minimal level of risk for our troopers. Minimal, of course, being a somewhat variable value. Your mileage may vary on what constitutes minimal. And for these sets of troops, any risk at all is unacceptable for me. I can't really afford to be having anyone get wounded, shot, killed, anything like that. We've had enough casualties lately that we really sort of need to get a handle on that shit.
Running.
And we're going to send Hannah. Hannah to work in Montana could claim this turn. But I'd really actually rather not do that. I would much rather have her claim next turn, so as long as the meld canister doesn't close here and make me look like the biggest goat in the history of goats, we should be okay. I do need a place to put Lady Gaga, however. I really would rather have Lady Gaga where Jean-Claude Van Damme is, but them's the breaks, folks. I'm sure, actually, Gaga would be a little reluctant to switch places with Jean-Claude Van Damme, given their current situation, and that the opposite of that also probably is very true. I'm certain that Jean-Claude Van Damme would very much like to switch places with Lady Gaga, so sort of a back and forth there. Alright, so well, we know where the enemies are, so we have sight on some outsiders at least. We got that going for us. And it's working. Montana is going to get us a couple cans of meld here, or at least a can of meld. That's sorted. Now, if we advance the Twerkster to here, will it pop a pod? I don't think it will, actually.
I'm on the move.
I'm not sure she's going to be able to see them at any point during that move. Yeah, that was actually safe. The one thing we can't do is expand this direction. If we go that way, we are going to pop a pod, so we need to readjust whilst maintaining a
I'm on the move.
very cautious approach to the alien craft. This also should be safe. Alright, excellent. So far, so good. Now, we're going to take the Gogster, and we're going to have her move over. And she can see, but we're not going to take a shot. What to do with old Rat here? Actually, you know what, Rat? I think you're probably okay right where you are, buddy. Why don't you just go on Overwatch? Gaga, I want you to hunker down. And that'll give us a chance to get old Sung Kang here in position to maybe do some grenade work for us. Ashley Olsen can also advance just to keep her robo-buddy company there. You go on Overwatch, Ashley. Sung Kang has been very eager to get his wrenches and put them to work on... get those wrenches to work on one of our mech units. He hasn't had a chance to do it yet. He's really looking forward to tuning one up, so... he may get his chance here. Amanda the Man Bind's going to go on Overwatch. And so there's our outsiders. And we're probably just going to go ahead and shoot them. Assuming we can see them, which I'm pretty sure we no longer can, actually. Yeah, Lady Gaga can't see them anymore. But that's okay. We do have just the man for the job, and that man is Jean-Claude Van Damme. The JCVD taking up a position, and that's a very unexpected maneuver from the aliens. Gotta say, I didn't see that coming. Jean-Claude Van Damme, how in the name of sweet God was that a hit? Your bullets fired backwards out your gun. That makes no kind of sense, Jean-Claude Van Damme. I mean, it's good that you have that kind of magical ability that you're able to shoot bullets, I mean, out of what is effectively the breech of your rifle and still have them hit the target. It was either the greatest trick shot of all time or some kind of fucking voodoo. And I'm leaning towards voodoo, actually. You did, in fact, get him next time, so well done, Gaga. Now, we do have some opportunities for captures here. We have an outsider who is, well within the capture radius. I'm thinking we're actually going to take the capture. Outsiders have been the one thing we've been able to pretty reliably throw captures at, so I'm going to go ahead and take the shot.
Light 'em up.
And thanks for making me into a goat, game. Love it when you do that. Every opportunity you can to troll me. That's always nice. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. So Rat with a couple... Oh, you know what? Just go ahead and take the kill, Rat. You deserve a kill today, and you got a promotion as a result. See, that worked out fine for everybody. Nice job, buddy. Where is Hannah Torkin, Montana? Oh, Hannah Torkin, Montana just took our capture attempt. So where is Tara Reid? Too far away to do anybody any good is the answer. Well, Ashley Olsen, man, your hit percentage is real bad, Ashley. I guess you're going to have to move. Now, the problem I have with Ashley Olsen is she doesn't seem to generate good hit percentages when she stays still. She does have the ability to shoot twice because she is still an infantry trooper, so she has light 'em up. But every time she stands still, it seems like she just can't hit a shitting thing.
Disabled.
So we're going to take a turn here to regroup just a little bit. Amanda the Man Binds is actually probably in a fine spot where she's at. Terry, just keep an eye out.
On Overwatch.
If you see a sale or anything, you know, let us know. We know how you feel about shopping, so good opportunity comes up, that would be fine. All right, and here comes our other enemies coming in on our flank. This is not necessarily great. We're going to have some Overwatch, though. Looks like 4 drones and a cyber disc, which honestly is... Wow, and Amanda Bynes just driving a nail into that cyber disc coffin straight off the bat. That was a very... I mean, that was a very hefty shot there. That was quite good. Might have been a max damage roll. So this thing's going to go on Overwatch.
Watch the flanks.
Or not go on Overwatch, oddly enough. That's a little unexpected. And you know what? Amanda Bynes, you did a fine job once. And you could use some EXP, so why don't you drive some nails into that thing's coffin? Another 9 damage hit. That's a good shot. I keep forgetting Amanda Bynes doesn't. I keep thinking that she, for some reason, I keep thinking she has double tap. Amanda Bynes does not have double tap. I don't know why I keep thinking that. Here's an opportunity then for Ashley Olsen to earn some EXP with a nice little grenade. Or rather, it would be, assuming she could get the grenade in range, but no such luck. She's going to get a kill of Cyber Disco, so there is that. Everywhere you look, things are coming up Ashley Olsen. Everywhere you look, it's a heart, a hand to hold on to, you know, stuff like that.
Eyes on the prize.
It wasn't all Kimmy Gibbler. Sometimes that that show had a good message.
Affirmative. Covering now.
I'm throwing that out there.
Position.
Yeah, that's right. I used to watch Full House. What of it?
Roger. Got my eyes on.
TGI Friday was the shit back in, you know,
Moving.
when it was still on the air, and you were like, you know, a kid and didn't know any better.
Scanning. Moving out.
And these are just drones. Honestly, I'm going to feel a little let down if this is the best the enemy has to throw at us. I mean, I feel kind of bad for them. If this is all they've got, a cyber disc, 5 drones, and 2 outsiders, they must really be suffering some losses. Maybe it's not just us that's scraping the bottom of the barrel full troops. Maybe the aliens are in a similar position, and this is the best they could do. Kind of want to feel sorry for him, and then again, I kind of don't. So yeah, looks like it's just going to have 5 drones. They're just going to be double moving toward us. Actually, there's like 6 drones. So there is a lot of drones. Actually, was that a double pot of drones? Yeah. Okay, then. So a double pot of drones. Well, this is just going to be a turkey shoot, then. I mean... This is fish in a barrel, folks. It doesn't get any easier than this. I mean, literally, it doesn't get any easier than this. That's a kill for JCVD. He's going to reload. You know what? Let's have Ashley Olsen go see what she can do with some grenades. I would like to get Ashley a couple kills just so we can get her some strong promotion opportunities. She's been on 3 missions, I think, as a mech trooper and still doesn't have a promotion. And it's looking like that, or this grenade is not going to change that situation any at all. Would have to do max damage to get a kill there, and it's not going to do that. Tara Reid with a laughingly bad hit percentage there. Sun Kang actually might be able to do something with the grenade. He's a grenadier. He can at least throw one a little farther. Let's see what Sun Kang... Well, Sun Kang also unimpressive in a grenade zone. Well, he could probably kill that guy.
Frag out.
Get her up there, Kang. Well, it was some guaranteed damage, I guess, if not a kill. So we're going to have a man-to-the-man bind shooting for the rear of the pack. We want her taking the more distant targets. Although it looks like the more distant targets are going to be out of her reach as well.
He's down. No rounds.
Head planted that guy, though. I guess we'll just have Ashley Olsen go on Overwatch. Tara Reid has some, honestly, bad shots. We may move her forward a little bit. I hate getting experience for Tara Reid, but
Out you go.
might as well... Wow. Tara Reid, nice job there. When you get shot, Tara Reid, and I sort of at this point have to assume that you will be getting shot, I'm just going to say that
I'm on it, Commander.
more than anyone else, Tara Reid, you deserve it.
Overwatch. Aye, aye.
Yeah, you heard me. You deserve to be shot, Tara Reid. And I'm not just talking about because of the fact that you missed an 83% hit chance. I'm just in general. You, Tara Reid, deserve to be shot. And I know I'm saying that Tara Reid deserves to be shot, but I'd still prefer to not have her in the hospital, so we're going to try and defend her as best we can, I guess. I mean, it only sort of makes sense. And also, Ashley Olsen is going to be sort of collateral damage in that day saving from Rat here, so it's not a complete loss. Ashley easily capable of taking a hit with her 19 health or whatever she has, but still. The drones are going to fall back and make us chase them. That will be... Please don't run away. Just accept your fate. Just meekly march to your deaths. Don't rail against the dying of the light. Go towards the dying of the light. Didn't Poltergeist teach you anything? You go into the light. Come on, guys. This is basic stuff here. Some more double moving then. Man, the drone turn, very exciting. This is high intensity shit right here. Gripping. Absolutely gripping gameplay right there. I don't know how you folks can stay in your seats. I mean, I'm almost ready to soil myself. Alright, so take double 60% at the far back turret there, Gaga. 14 damage, so you killed that guy twice with some change, actually. Apparently, feeling particularly bloodthirsty today. Not that I have a problem with that. Let's go have Tara Reid waste some ammo. She wastes oxygen and food on a daily basis, so why not ammunition as well? Just seems appropriate. I think she shot the log she was standing next to. Which is an impressive level of failure, to be perfectly honest. Let's see if Amanda Bynes can clean up her mess. Wow, Amanda Bynes making a bad situation better. That's not something you see every day. Or any day, really. Or ever. Ashley Olsen's going to get a chance to get a kill then. 77%. Man, Ashley, come on. Your hit percentages really should be better. I mean, I'm pleased with your output, don't get me wrong, but still.
My weapon is dry. X-ray eliminated.
I'm sort of expecting bigger things from you, Ashley. So, old Sun Kang, I think we may just have him shoot this guy. I don't think he can kill it with a grenade, to be honest with you, and his carbine has a chance, maybe. It's going to have to critical, which it's not going to do. Alright, well, it's hollow targeted, and he's empty. Let's see if Van Damme can get a shot at it. Nope, because Jean-Claude Van Damme apparently has done the splits one too many times and has left some serious damage to his ACL, apparently. He will not be moving at a very high rate of speed. I guess this one's going to have to go to Hannah Torque in Montana. Alright, Hannah. Run on up there, sweetie. I'm trusting you to put a bullet in this guy. Pretty sure he's the last enemy on the map. And that's into mission.
We nailed it.
There we go.
Mission accomplished.
So Operation Glass Whisper should possibly been renamed Operation Glass Jaw since the aliens went down like a bitch. I mean, looks like Mike Tyson in the later days when he fought Lennox Lewis. And basically just got wailed on and then sort of passed out in a ring. That was... I kind of feel bad for the aliens. I mean, I don't really, but... Maybe they're just having a bad day. Off week. I don't know. This just probably means that they're going to throw us like 7 missions at us in the next 24 hours, and that was just sort of them flicking the jab at us, testing us out. They were trying to get us to commit a real crew to that. Unfortunately, I feel that we have committed an appropriate level of worthlessness.
No reports of injuries on the last mission.
Yeah, no kidding,
our
Dr.
troops
B.
recovered an additional quantity of the meld substance.
Yeah, like
An
3.
outstanding effort, Commander.
That is easily not my best mission to date, but I appreciate the praise, as undeserved as it may be, Dr. Valen. It's always nice to be told you're doing a good job, even when you really aren't doing that great of a job. Pretty sure we're going to take dense smoke here for the rat. Yeah, it's going to be dense smoke. So that's got rat sorted, and that was our only promotion, folks. That was it. That's the whole ball of wax, the whole shebang, all the hoopla. You get a flight computer out of that. That's like 1/3 of, well, actually it was 3 for 2, so it's like, I don't know, 3/4 of an engineer, roughly. 3 meld, woohoo. Yeah, some corpses, assorted delirium, alloys, whatnot. I do want to head up to the old grain market, however, and get those damaged UFO parts started off, as is my custom, otherwise I will forget, so. Oh, we had our pulse blaster. I really should have tried a mobility gunner. Could have given that thing to Taylor Lautner and watched him just spray bullets into the woods. That, I mean, it wouldn't have been useful, but it would have at least been entertaining, so. Man, Mexico's still problematic in the old panic department. We really need to try and do something about that, but I'm not sure what that something would be. We can do a base raid as soon as a couple of our other troopers get out of the hospital. That'll be good. But with things wrapped up after a pretty weak effort from the aliens, I gotta say, I'm feeling like maybe we've got them demoralized. Sort of a, you know, things are going well, I guess. But at any rate, let's go ahead and wrap things up. If you enjoyed the episode, I appreciate it if you drop a like down in the comments section. Your support does really mean a lot to us. And if you'd like to see more Daily XCOM, feel free to subscribe as well. We'll see you again soon.